What's up, guys? Welcome to Geek Brew, home of the Geek Brew. This is Brew News, second episode. Maybe it might be up,
right? Maybe the first. Maybe
the first. We'll get it right one day. But yeah, this is your boy Just Grave.
This is Herbal Tea.
And today's an episode of Brew News. We have some awesome and some sad news or events, whatever. So first, awesome snippet of today. Goat Simulator's going to get a free MMO
game. The game of all time.
And I don't know if you know this, but let me read out the classes.
They're
classes. Yes. You can get to play as the warrior, the Rouge, not the rogue. It's called the Rouge.
The Rouge.
Yeah, Rouge. Not rogue. It's a Rouge.
The Rouge. Yes, the Rouge.
A magician, a hunter, and microwave.
So wait, is the Rouge a seductress or something?
I don't know, but yeah.
It sounds like the Rouge may be a seductress. I don't know. But you can choose the microwave, though.
Yes. I was waiting for you to catch that.
No. I went over the Rouge.
Rouge, and it was like, wait a minute. Is that microwave? No, you play as the microwave. The microwave with legs.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that actually sounds more convenient.
We'll put up.
It's like I was gonna ask if I can choose a level 80 paladin or some shit like that, but it looks like the microwave blows out of the water.
Like, who wants to play paladin?
Yeah, why?
So
we're playing mean microwave.
Yeah, and it comes out the 20th of November of this month, so it's not even that long ago, but long from now. I think it's supposed to come out like before the new expansion for World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
it's probably before or after, or like one of those.
Yeah, I think it's a call out to that. I mean, like seriously,
come on, bro, we got you.
Like, Blizzard, they've been making like millions, billions, and all feel like they're original classes and all time famous classes. But I don't think they can ever go to the great lengths of saying that one of their best players is a top tier microwave.
Exactly.
I don't.
No competition.
Exactly. How can you?
We did it. We won.
How can we even say that? Exactly. Everyone lost. Even the terrorists lose.
Terrorists lost.
I'm sorry. Like we can't. We can't. You can't top that. I mean, Jesus. Like, and they put a no. It's fucking free.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. It's like I was gonna ask for
pay for sure.
It's like there's no Kickstarter. They don't need a Kickstarter for this. Yeah. And it's on what? This is off of Steam. You can get. I remember you can get Goat Simulator on Steam. So damn, Steam. Steam's adding to the whole master race right now, man. I mean, I don't think the new generation consoles can handle the engine for a top tier microwave. I don't know.
I don't know. Nah, I don't think
so. They can't do that. I mean, probably a couple of years. I remember this is like the beginning year of the consoles. Remember how like the 360 was and the regular Xbox and the GameCube. Remember they had the little green, like red screens and red rings of death and blue screens and everything. I don't know.
Once they get the hardware down, once they get the game engines down, then that's when
then we may be able to see some top tier microwave action in there. I don't know. I don't know. What are the consoles gonna do, man?
Yeah, but all right. Next is our modern day crisis. So Ubisoft responded to all the frame rate issues and stuff like that. This is from PC Per. They pretty much had they never said who. I guess they don't want to put out the guy that worked at Ubisoft that told them all this. But
Steve. Yeah.
Steve. But they interviewed him and pretty much figured out that this game. Well, I already seen it, but I played a couple hours of it. The game has a lot going on, and there's so many NPCs on the one could be on one screen. It could be like 100 on one screen. Smoke, all this stuff going on, and like even like they said the Notre Dame that building, the church, has 1 million triangles. Like 1 million triangles filled in. No. Polygons.
There's nothing triangles in that church.
Inside, no.
There's a ball pit of triangles.
Triangle models that make that make it.
If you get somebody into that ball pit of triangles and pyramids, you probably get like the Illuminati.
Yeah. Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, we get
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. You get the Illuminati achievement right there.
Exactly.
So Chucky Illuminati cheeses. That's what it is.
So yeah, this was it? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And
what I'm trying to figure out is like how do they find out all of this stuff? Did they interrogate the dude? Well,
no, he reached out to him because
the guy just said it.
Yeah, PC Pro or PC Perspective. They're really like high end PC publication.
So the guys
really of course a lot of people look towards them for a lot of things. So, but like that's pretty much what it is. They aim for is, and there's also another theory though of why it like besides the draw of like pretty much the FPS drop and all that, and that's that I just found out about this, but there's something called draw calls, and that's pretty much when the engine is calling, I guess. So the engine is calling the main the game, right? So they're calling, huh?
It was like a creation type thing. Or
yeah. So no, like so it's let's see. I could probably read it better than I explain it. A couple media outlets have posted anonymous information that indicates that the draw call accounts for Assassin's Creed is at fault for the poor, low-level API access. So most video game consoles have low API
draw calls. Because that means like when I hear about the draw distance and everything, that means how much of each model should be loaded within that space.
So like since the PCs and consoles, even though they're built the same, the architectures that they use to run their games are different. So for like Xbox One and PS4, they don't use DirectX for the and that's a problem with DirectX. It's not a low-level API. It doesn't like interact directly with the GPU. Like the GPU, DirectX is pretty much just, since it's not low. I might be wrong, but I'm still learning this. But it might be, since it's a low low-level API, that it can like get the draw power straight from the graphics card, like be right there and like get the commands. That's why pretty much was the Mantle. The Mantle was what AMD made.
Yeah.
And they would try, so they could pretty much not get rid of, but say okay, they want to get the game to run faster because they used it for Thief and some other games. So if you had an AMD card like a 290X, then you could your games would run faster on that than it would run on DirectX. So give or take. So how because like PCs have DirectX, Mantle for some games, and they have OpenGL. So that was the problem. So pretty much the DirectX can only handle like 7,000 to 100,000 peak draw calls.
And that goes further.
And then, but Unity was apparently pushing excess of 50,000 draw calls.
Also from 7.
Draw calls per frame. So it was putting unnecessary pressure on the GPU itself.
That's true. I mean, there's no real need for that, especially since no one's really gonna look that far down, perhaps. At things. I mean, not to get off the subject of the game, but like when we have stuff like GTA 5, sometimes when it has, if I got the concept down to draw calls, that whole draw call system was a little bit low for the consoles. For the time when sometimes you get a fast enough car and you drive down, you still see some of the models trying to load. But with this one, they probably just heighten it too much, even though
they load everything.
You're not gonna get all the way over there fast enough to see the detail that was just loaded. I mean, you're not traveling. I mean, this guy's running like at like 3 blocks a minute. You know.
Yeah. Not running that fast, but
yeah, you can have a 5 like a 5 block radius, which is like should be a like I don't know somewhere between 7,000 like at least 7,000. 7,000
draw calls?
Peak draw calls. Yeah. Then you're not gonna see what's behind this huge church, and you won't. It doesn't matter how many people with flags are back there with different colored clothing. You're not gonna see them. You have nothing to do with them. But when you look around, them finally, then they should be able to show up. Like what is it? I forgot what the name of this feature was with Counter-Strike Source, but whatever you're looking, that's basically what loads. Wherever you're looking, so if it's in a like a radius, but it's like a quarter circle of a radius.
Okay.
So
that's what's loaded in your game.
Yeah. So when you're looking, behind. Yeah, when you're looking behind a wall, everything behind it doesn't exist. Only to the players behind that wall does that thing exist. But when you look around, then you see it. Then the other players are around there, ready to shoot. It's something like that.
Yeah. So pretty much, if that's the case, then what Ubisoft is like pretty much what they didn't do is optimize it for DirectX. So, pretty much, if from the first part of the article, when they said they built it towards PC, if they were building it for PC, then that problem wouldn't exist. So,
that's right.
Yeah, but like I said, this is like our modern day crisis. Before it would be like,
but not in the intentional sense. I mean, it's good graphics. They just mess it up. Crisis didn't really mess up.
Yeah,
they just said, this is the new generation. Yeah. This is where people should aspire to be.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, they just fucked up badly, and then.
Well, the draw calls, but I think even if they did like stress that, I don't think it would have done. You would probably get like 20, maybe you get a few more FPS, maybe 10 to 15, which is really good, but like improvement of what we like the people are getting now. But I feel like since there's so many NPCs on the ground, you could look down like how that one picture, like that was in game. That's pretty much in game. That's like probably 100 people on the screen. There's the particle effects for the smoke. Then everyone, all those people, AIs and stuff like that. There's gonna be random events of people trying to kill another person, or there's a robber, there's a thief. There's so much going on. So that's one thing, but also then the other things like they optimize it to the best.
Yeah, because when you're looking at that, all the randomizations and everything, all those random events, that's again this guy is looking where he's looking the focus point. Is no more than that intersection right there on the street. I mean, looking 3 blocks down there, you really wouldn't be able to see so much as what's happening. But it looks like the engine is still trying to create events down there, and everywhere else. So I mean, there are ways where you can still have an event just within the coding, and then when you get close enough, then something's going to happen. When you see an NPC running, and you see another NPC running from around the corner. And saying, "Hey, stop!" and then you have to catch a thief, stuff like that. It's just that I don't know. It may just seem that like something that I still want to call it a like is the mistakes that you see in the beginning of another cycle with games. Again, like all the other generations of consoles, even with PC, there were some games that just didn't quite make it correctly. I mean, with I forgot when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. It took that took a while for it to come up for PC, so that was no real excuse. But
which game are you talking
about? Consoles and some PC games that just come out, they sometimes they do end up a little bit buggy, You know,
that's true.
Right now, yeah.
But I think this is what the main factor of why people are all up in like up in arms about it, because pretty much Ubisoft would just keep digging themselves in the hole, because they kept making these comments like, oh, 30 FPS is enough. People can't see more than 30 FPS. Blah 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 blah. They kept talking. Yeah. Like all the executives or like game developers or whatever. I don't know if it's the game developers. I believe some. Well, maybe some of them were, but maybe like the directors and stuff like that. Oh, it's fine. This is more cinematic. Blah blah. Just shut your mouth and just make games. Yeah. You're not a politician. You know, you're not only politicians talk out their ass. Like CEOs talk out their ass. Make the game. If there was problems with it, you say, okay, we couldn't do this in time and doing this doing time. Then people are like, okay, they were trying. Now, when you put people in arms, especially on the internet, once you get them riled up, then that's when you fuck up.
That's true.
So now, since they see all this uproar, since now was it Far Cry 4 is out, and I heard it's pretty good. They actually is really good. Is the performance is pretty good. There's not, but Far Cry has less NPCs. Is vast. It's like a vast. Well, I think it's as big as Assassin's Creed, but there's animals. It's like there's not a lot of dense cities. There's not a lot of NPCs on the floor, and it's like usually they build in like maybe temples and stuff like that, but not a lot of big like Notre Dame style stuff.
Yeah, it's just it's a lot of nature, a lot of
weather effects.
Singled out a lot of individual entities in Far Cry. That's the one thing. So when light is passing, you know, and there's sometimes you just really can't look up and see the sun completely. You see little rays of light going through, you know, the leaves and everything. You can look at the leaves. You can look at different, you know, animals running. Of course, it's not a huge crowd, but you know, they're
all we need to know, all like Ubisoft has to do is like, I believe I don't know how the cruise gonna be, but the crew's coming out soon too, so all they have to do is shut up, make games. The crew come out, just don't talk. Yeah. And then when the division comes out, like I think next year, end of next year, just stop talking. Just keep making games. Don't try to make a statement saying that it's like everyone knows that the consoles are not as powerful as the PCs of today. Like back the last generation, even though the PCs were still stronger and all that, the consoles, they at least could push enough, like I guess, power to make them look decent. And so
even with these consoles now, they're still pretty good. It's just that you have to make games for them.
Yeah,
make things for the consoles. You know, it's pretty soon we're going to make more games for consoles again. Like we had that Gundam game for like the PS3. No matter how good those graphics look, the frame rate sucked because they didn't make it exactly for the PS3.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you have later games, like, you know, they started making Crysis games for consoles. They looked good, but that's because they made them for the console. They found a way to make them look good. You know?
So those that's just the part. That's just how the cycle always starts off anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll see more of this when more goes on, but for now Ubisoft is like pretty much Assassin's Creed is a buggy until they fix it, and they should just shut up until they fix it. But the next one is Gigabyte has just announced the GTX 980 called Waterforce Tri-SLI cabinet type, it's
a special edition 50th anniversary.
Yeah, it's like all comes in one box, and it's amazingly weird, but like I feel it looks awesome in a sense. Like I know it's like ugly shit, but it's like they tried their best, and it looks like you have this. It's not. No one else will ever.
You know, you can survive in space with that damn thing.
Yeah. So, pretty much, the only way you could get these cards in your system is to have this on top secured. The wire is going from this enclosure through one of the the ports right here.
These slots, yeah.
The slots, right? That you take one of the slots out, put that in, and I guess the wire has to be detachable because there's no way you can like put the cards in and then like put the thing on top without the wires. The wires have to go in from the inside. I don't know if it can't wrap around the case. So I feel like it has to be detachable.
No. Yeah, no. Chances are
that it's like a quick release.
You can probably take it out of that part up at the top.
Yeah, it's probably like a quick release for the wire.
Yeah, you just take it in and then
you put it back. So yeah, I don't know. It looks weird. But I think
it's futuristic. It looks like something out of the Alien series.
But I don't know. It looks. I just want to see the benchmarks for these. I feel
like Ripley with that.
That's all I want to do is like see like the benchmarks. How fast in 5 Strike this is gonna go. How much FPS you get in Battlefield 4 with this.
Yeah.
Like I just want to see. It'll be
fucking run Star Citizen with that.
Even though this is probably be really expensive, but it probably would cost as much as maybe a GTX Titan Z, which is like I think it's $3,000. So it probably cost that much, but you get 3 cards, which is probably definitely perform way better than a Titan Z.
Probably. So
yeah, that's it, really. And more graphics card news. AMD's going to release their R9 380X,
390,
Fiji XT, 390X, Fiji XT. Pretty much going to come with a new graphics technology called HBM. Supposed to be supposedly it'll be 65% faster, less memory, higher bandwidth, and all that. But with like of course, with all new technologies and with that new memory, it will definitely most likely be really expensive. Hopefully not, but this is also their new architecture coming from I think the Hawaii architecture. I'm not really sure. I have to get my AMD information up because I'm usually NVIDIA, but yeah. Looks pretty. I just love competition because that just pushes prices down, and lower prices is good for us because I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah, no matter who fights, we win.
No matter who fights. And last but not least, the Grid Games streaming service has come out of beta, and if you can see here. Quan has his NVIDIA Shield ready and willing, so we're definitely gonna do some testing on that. Have him play his PC from all the way over here.
Yeah, right.
And he lives like at least 10 blocks away from my house.
Half a mile.
So we'll see how that works. And while I'm streaming something, and we could just be playing the same game.
We can probably get some freelancer. Or some kind of other game, some Jedi Academy action.
Yeah, true.
Or hell, if I can get if I get Assassin's Creed Unity, maybe seeing it on here. Yeah, even though that's actually part of the game stream feature, but
the game stream. Which was it?
Game stream will let me play on my PC. Grid.
Grid is like
it's like on live.
On live, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't remember on live, I had on live. It was. Not that bad, but I guess I'm the type of dude that my standards aren't the highest. As long as I'm enjoying the game and there's not too much lag, I can enjoy it. Because I played pretty much the whole campaign of I bought actually. That's kind of sad, but I bought Deus Ex. Deus Ex. What's it called? What was it called? The newest Deus Ex. Human Revolution?
Sounds like it, yeah.
I think it's the newest one. Human Revolution, I think. Or was it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I bought that whole game on there, and I beat the game on there. So, and I didn't have a hard time beating it. It didn't take me that long to beat it. Got the DLC, bought it, whatever. But the only problem is now I don't use on live anymore. And I could log in. I think my stuff is still there, but I now it probably won't be as buggy as it used to be because it was some lag. But I don't know. there's no reason for me to go there because most of the games there that they're offering kind of suck. Like Deus Ex was there, it was good. It's with that. Batman had some bad Batman games. It was
best
pretty
one they
decent.
had up there was what, Borderlands?
They had Borderlands too. Yeah, they had no regular ones. Yeah, they had Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands because that came out around that time. But also, we had that game because we didn't quite have the rigs to play those games.
Yeah,
I mean we had online.
I didn't have a PC. I had my MacBook and I was playing off of that.
Yeah, playing off the MacBooks, but now that we
no. I was playing it off of that, and then I got they had this little on live mini console thing. It's pretty much just what's it called? A router that connected to the server that had the GUI of the on live, and that's what I played. I finished the game there, and I just had that in, plugged it in, and just played it in my living room.
Exactly, but
with the controller.
Yeah, now that we have the rigs to play the games that we want to play.
And I can just max out everything.
We just decided
now that I can max out things, I'm like, why do I need to play that at a low setting? I'd rather max out everything. I don't know.
But now I can have my own little on live kind of situation where I can play a game from here. Actually, in this Shield thing, Shield tablet, it has pretty good graphics. What was it like? It was like Kettle GPU or something like that, or like it was something that starts with the letter K, and I keep forgetting.
Not the Kepler.
Wasn't it Kepler?
No, it's not Kepler. The Kepler is that was a 780.
Yeah, right.
It's called. Damn. It should be on the page.
Yeah, specific kind of GPU.
It's damn. I had that in my head too.
Yeah.
Oh, don't want to get flagged.
Yeah, right. Stream performance. What would that be? Yeah, it was Kepler.
Yeah, it was Kepler.
It's Kepler GPU.
But the
Tegra K1. That's
K1. Yeah.
No, I knew I had to do something with the letter K. But yeah, with the Tegra K1, you can run a lot of things. I mean, it kind of inspired me to get into 3D modeling just to make a little game for this thing. Was it Trine and Yeah, Trine and there are other there are other couple of games that just look pretty damn good on the NVIDIA Shield. So it's not bad to have games for that. But until I find a lot of games to play on this, one, I'm going to keep drawing on it. But two, I'm going to look into Grid, and also.
Yeah, guys, sorry, we're installing.
We're actually installing. What's it? You're installing Far Cry on your computer, right, Justin?
Yeah.
But
it's installing right now.
But actually, yeah, I can use GameStream to play games like Far Cry, for if I get it, and I can play Trackmania, any games that I have on my machine, and I can play it off of this guy now. One thing that NVIDIA doesn't tell you off the bat. Yeah, what they don't tell you off the bat is that you do have to port forward, your router.
Oh yeah.
And
make sure it's set up for
a whole bunch of different ports to forward too, so you can play this guy in another place. Because, of course, my PC and the router are
all the way over there.
All the way over there, and I have to port forward that in this.
Just make sure it has open port for communication.
No, yeah, and it does. It does.
And make sure it's to make latency smaller to only have a port that only that is using.
Yeah, true.
Pretty much like only that can connect to it.
Yeah, and it allows for that. But and I have like a damn top of the line router, so it should with that damn router, I was able to install a 20 gigabyte patch for the Star Citizen beta in like an hour. That went like 6 megabytes per second. That allows for that fast.
It's pretty much just like what's it called? Just like being wired. Almost. Yeah.
Just about. Yeah. But I was wired when I got the. I'm able to get like 4 to 5 megabytes per second off of this guy from that router, but wired is like 6, sometimes even like goddamn 9. But hey, it works. Well, yeah, with this, I can have my own on live, and I can play games off of this. You can run a controller off of this guy.
Yeah, true. You get almost any controller.
And play a game.
They try to make the
any
controller. I think they were supposed to have a update that made it like use any controller. Also, well, you probably already had to, but I think they were supposed to make it I believe more accessible.
Yeah.
So you can like.
And you're able to do that, so I can play games here and probably tether off of something, so I'm not interrupting this. And I'm playing my home PC games and
so
helping out.
That's it for the Brew news. I think a couple announcements. Of course, Far Cry 4.
Yeah,
gonna start playing that. Also trying to get more PC stuff down, but that's on my side, and I just have to start doing some.
We're learning the business.
So start doing some like benchmarking. We just have to get our some sponsors so we can get those stuff. But for now, it's all out of pocket. So for now, we'll try to see what we can get.
Hasn't been bad. Yeah.
And we're smart enough to find where we can squeeze some money out of there here and there.
Yeah.
And do that.
We don't sell drugs, but
we don't sell drugs.
We have exactly. We have respectable jobs and we have a respectable set of skills that'll get us legal payments.
Yes. So you do that. We're trying to get this guy to do some drawing. He's already trying to do some drawings on that. And stream it and put some episodes of him. Try maybe get some of you guys' ideas of characters that you want him to draw or something like that.
Yeah, right.
And
lastly,
I don't think maybe that's it. I think
until we get the Actually, yes, there's one thing. You've heard us talk a couple of times about Star Citizen.
Oh yes.
And we
both got Star Citizen the other week.
We have access to the beta, and we'll be starting episodes on that. But first,
going to old school.
Yeah, first we have to show you what Roberts Space Industries is about, because that's actually the name of the company. Now, Chris Roberts named it Roberts Space Industries. Now, Chris Roberts, he's known for making games like Starlancer, Freelancer. I believe he was in cahoots with Free Space as well. I have to look back into that, but I know he definitely went to Freelancer, and that was like actually surprising became my favorite game of all time, mainly because it's the best space simulator.
Like I remember, like when was that? That was a long time ago.
What?
But because I know it ran on my my old computer.
Oh yeah, the game came out in 2003.
Yeah, and it was and I ran it on the integrated graphics and all that. Just put the settings down, but it still was at least decent. But I remember you told me about that game, and it was a long time ago. It was probably like beginning of high school. 2005,
2006 probably.
Yeah.
Probably in the middle of high school.
Yeah, middle of high school.
When I definitely started like bugging you about it.
Yeah. So we played that, and we played it, beat it, and we like talked about it all the time. Yeah. I deleted it, and I would always come back and play it again just to play it because the game was fucking awesome. And I downloaded it again with it, but this time we're trying to go and see the mods of it, like use the mods and see like all the stuff that we can just pack into that game and make it look as beautiful as it can. Adding all this other stuff.
Play more co-op, and of course, the best parts about Freelancer are that they let you have your own servers. They let you run your own servers.
So the game are usually never dead because they're people still maintaining servers because people love that game. So
exactly. So yeah, we're looking at mods, and while we're playing Freelancer, hopefully we get some news. Even though we may not be playing Freelancer for too much, for too many episodes, we may just jump straight back into Star Citizen afterwards. But we have learned a little bit about Star Citizen. I would tell you to load up the website, but you don't have to. We may as well just talk about it right here and now. Mm-hmm. Now, the interesting parts, Star Citizen right now, the whole beta access runs off of its own kind of Kickstarter, fundraising.
It was on Kickstarter first.
It was on Kickstarter, yeah.
First,
yeah. It was on Kickstarter first. And of course, that that met whatever kind of goal that it wanted, that it needed.
I think the goal was pretty high. I'm not sure. I got to.
No, it's probably a couple of $1,000, but like right now it's reached like $6 million. Yeah. And actually there's been a reward system, reward tiers, with packages, and of course you get a specific ship for each package. Now certain ships allow you to get beta access, especially this Arena Commander dogfighting module. And I believe it's anything above $30. Actually, anything above $30 should get you into beta access. But keep in mind that this is actually just testing. You're paying him money for his project, but he's just rewarding you with a ship. So don't expect too much out of the game, even though there's a lot. It's like a 20 gigabyte patch for the beta, so you're basically getting a game already. And the dogfighting module it flows smoothly. It's not too solid, but it flows smoothly. You can get some more weapons. You can buy weapons right now. They don't have missions yet. But two amazing facts about this game. Even though they have announced it, one, there are little animations here and there that will hint towards certain modules. Like there will be a gunfighting module where your character, unlike Freelancer, your character will be able to run around the hangar. You can see him running back and forth and jumping, but there's a power slide animation where he's holding a gun, an invisible gun, so it looks like he's supposed to be shooting a rifle at people. And also, if you look at the packages, and hopefully you do after this, you will see different ships. You see the whole list of ships, different ships, and certain ships, like gunships, have more than you can have more than one pilot or more than one person in that ship. Yeah, sorry, I get a lot of attention on WordPress and crap, but you get a lot of you have more than one person in a ship. So what may happen, and it's just a prediction of mine, you could have fights that are like 100% cinematic, it's the kind of stuff you see in the movies where you get characters running, shooting 2 or 3 people, and he runs to his friend's ship, jumps in, and then he's piloting a turret, he's manning a turret, and he's fighting, and then I don't know how vast the area will be, but it looks like you can be in, you can have your friends in a hangar just hanging around. There's supposed to be a liquor cabinet addition pretty soon, and you guys
so
have
pretty much
drinks.
Pretty much Battlefront liquor edition.
Well, it could just be like one piece in space. True. You can have your own kind of story. If it's anything like Freelancer, where you could be anything you can be in space, then you could probably be, you can live out a lot of your favorite TV shows. I mean, Freelancer kind of reminded me a Cowboy Bebop, all the space fights, even like Star Wars, or especially with there were other shows like even
Star Trek.
Like sometimes Star Trek, even I think it's Fireflies. Yeah, they have the show Fireflies.
Starship Galactica.
Yeah, even like Battlestar Galactica and everything, and a lot of those different like shows, animes, cartoons, whatever. You can live that out in Freelancer. You can be your own character. You can be a bounty hunter. You can be a smuggler, a transporter, escort, a cop, whatever. If they tap back into that at all in Star Citizen, then you can. I mean, we have Let's Plays, but they actually end up as TV shows. I mean, we can go to different places, have different kinds of fights and go on different missions, but it'll be a group of people, everyone talking, whatever, and whenever we're all free, we can just all jump in, and we have our own TV show. We can be Geek, Brew in space, like you said.
Geek, Brew in space.
Yeah, and then we can, again, we can jump in a ship and look for One Piece, or we can be our own outlaw star, or we can have our own Bebop, or we have a name for our own gunship.
Well, yeah. So that's pretty much it for the announcements for now. Most of the stuff are pretty much stuff we just have to build on. Like the game stuff, we can just do whenever. We just have to get around to doing it. But everything else, that just will take time, and we're trying to grow the channel. So, but make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure I don't know, like and subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, give us comments. We need to
share us around the people.
Yeah, just give us some feedback. What you want to change, think we should change, what you want to see. We'll try to accommodate as
what do
much
you,
of it.
Yeah, what do you think about the news that we talked about?
Yeah, like give us say would you buy this gigabyte SLI card? 3 cards.
What would you do with a graphics card like that?
Like tell me the craziest thing. Like if you're a modder, like a case modder, I want to see the craziest thing you could do with whatever case of your liking.
Probably give that thing a jetpack. I don't know. And launch it in space. Give it to NASA.
I think NASA has enough.
I think NASA has their own.
But yeah, that's it, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to keep brewing. Keep brewing.
Keep on geeking on.
Keep on geeking on too. All right, guys. Peace.